Greetings and salutations to all you people out there. I am, of course, Steven, and I am a Guardian of Truth. We are back here with Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls Hardcore Edition. And this here is Rolonx. Yes, that's right, Rolonx. And he's on his epic quest to defeat evil and apparently find pants. I didn't really notice through that entire last episode that he actually, didn't actually have very much on in the way of pants, but we hope to remedy that. I did get him finally some pants. There's some shorts, but I guess they'll do for right now. I'm not even for sure what is going on. I thought I had done this mission, but I loaded up and apparently it's telling me that I need to go back. Also, it lost a few of my equipment, so not exactly for sure what happened there either. I don't know, maybe some kind of recording thing or something to do with the, system. But we apparently will have to go back here and do it again. No big deal, more XP, all that good stuff. Talk to you, I already did that!
Nor should she.
Well, what do you want me to do? Oh, talk to her.
Let us settle.
Oh, okay, it didn't even count. Now I know what's going on. Okay, no, we're good. I'm an idiot. Not uncommon. Okay, so it did count. Okay, I just haven't played the game long enough. I had to go back and talk to, what's her name there? So, we're back with Rolonx, though, on his epic quest to conquer the world, and his level 4 zombie dogs here. I should name them. I should really name them. Let's see, what name should I give them? Let's see, Fred and George. Yeah, Fred and George. We'll go with that. We are on the epic adventures of Rolonx, Fred, and George. Come on there, lady. Let's go.
People said she was a witch.
Let's go.
But I never believed it. Captain Dalton!
Yeah, we all know. I never liked fighting this guy. It was always,
Not ready yet.
kind of weird. I always thought he was just kind of a weird person because the first real boss he faced, even though he's not technically a boss, more of an enchanted creature, I suppose, is giving an ice, area of effect spell, which doesn't really make sense considering what he is, though I don't really know what's going on there.
What was lurking within his
Whatever, he's dead now, and we're on back our way. We're going to be heading, ooh, hello, we're going to be heading to the cathedral and going through there. Anybody who's familiar with the first Diablo, they'll know all about the cathedral. I'm not for sure, it was in the second game, wasn't it? I'm not for sure. I never played Diablo 2, sadly, and
Need more
a
time.
lot of people told me, I missed out, that it was really good. And then I had a couple people tell me that it wasn't as good as the first one, so I don't really know. If you guys ever played it, do leave me, comments. Tell me what you guys thought of Diablo 2. I actually never got a chance to play it, sadly. I heard there was messed up PvP that apparently I think the sorceress or somebody just used Ice Spike or Ice Ball or something
Needs
and
more
was basically just superior. Now whether that's true or not, I don't know. Like I said, never played it, can't comment. Die, please. Thank you. I mean, just because I want them to die doesn't mean I, can't ask them nicely to do it. Even if you're trying to tell an enemy to die, say please. Courtesy, goes a long way. I always liked the general feeling, though, of the world of Diablo. It had a really good feel to it. The general, just the conception that the, world was a bit darker and medieval, World of Warcraft doesn't really have that feel. World of Warcraft has, a different sort of a feel to it. It has kind of a, let's get out there and go adventuring and let's see what we can find sort of feel to it.
This is
At least in my opinion. Even the dark parts of World of Warcraft didn't really seem that dark to me from what I've seen and, experienced, but Diablo was always the end of the stick, sort of. It was always the odd one out, I think, of the Blizzard games. But, I don't know, I guess I just have a soft spot for Diablo in general. It was really my first experience with a serious role-playing game amongst you know, the typical youth games, Mario, Tetris, that sort of thing. And
Here is where
my
the
brother
fire
brought
fell from the
me
sky.
this game. He's
Strange
like, man,
magic
you gotta play
corresponded
this
over.
game. It's different, it's fun, it's wonderful. And I played it, and I didn't know what to think about it. It was so far gone from anything like that I had played before. It wasn't the Mario, it wasn't the Zelda, it wasn't anything else. It was just its own world. It was its own creation, you know, and you got to pick your class. I think it was just, was it a wizard and an archer or something, and then it was the barbarian or warrior or something. And then you would go into the dungeon under the cathedral. You would use a scroll to come back. Oh, that was good times. I really have good memories of that game, no matter how hard it was, and sometimes it could really get hard, considering that, you know, I had a lot of trouble with, you know, getting past certain areas in that game. I don't think I ever did manage to fully beat the game, but honestly, it was still a lot of fun. And I still, to this day, you know, if I could get a hold of a copy of it, I would still probably go back and play some of it. I don't know how well it's held up today, considering the games like Assassin's Creed and, you know, Final Fantasy have actually come out and done things different. Like, Final Fantasy is nothing what it was years ago. And Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, all the games have changed the landscape from what it was 10,
I
20 years
overflow
ago. You
with
know?
blessings.
So in hindsight, I'm not for sure how
Need
well
more time.
the first Diablo would actually hold up. I would hope pretty well, because looking back through a nostalgic lens, I would hope that, you know, it would hold up fairly well. Though, again, nostalgia is sort of this false tinted lens that we look back through on our memories and reality, and we remember really good things that may or may not be true. Hence why it's called nostalgia, you know, because it's looking back through this tinted sort of, you know, wavering glass through your mind, even remembering things of teachers or school or anything like that is sort of, you know, different, because you'll tell a story and you'll think, okay, well, this is how it happened. Then your friend will remember something completely different. I always thought that was kind of cool how everybody sort of takes their own representation of certain events. You know, even the same event can be looked upon several different ways, including, you know, even if both parties were there at the same time. You know, you take 100 different people, you may have 100 different ways of looking at it, some scenario of what they particularly remember. It's not really different, just, you know, their way of what they remember. So I guess what I'm trying to say in all that big, long thing was, looking back now, I'm not for sure how well Diablo would hold up. I'm sure it's got its problems. I'm sure that, you know, maybe the save system wasn't as good, or maybe everything just, you couldn't do things. Maybe it's the engine wouldn't work as well. But overall, I think, and I would hope, that it would hold up. I mean, even today, it's held up as one of the best games, and I think Diablo 3 was pretty good, even though a lot of people didn't like it too much, considering, I mean, it's got a mixed review. The mixed review was kind of like this thing where the tried and true fans didn't really care for it that much. You know, they said it wasn't a return. They said that, you know, they could have done things a bit darker or a bit different. And then you had the whole, what was it, the Era 03 or something online. That was, that was a very, very bad time for Blizzard. Which, that was about the same time as SimCity, wasn't it? Because SimCity had about the same, same kind of lash there. The big error message, online only, DRM sort of scare, you know. And I think that that's a big
Not ready yet.
thing, because online only definitely it's not the wave of the future, because the problems will happen. You'll lose your internet. You'll go through a dark. I mean, look at your phone. Your phone loses connection half the time if you're in a weird area. I mean, maybe not if you have a good phone, but I know if you've got one like mine, all it takes is a couple mountains or a thunderstorm and your service drops like a rock. It's kind of like that bridge there. Yeah, there you go. There's your phone service right there. The bridge that just fell into the bottomless pit. Yeah. No one cares about you, Ghost Man. Is he still talking? Be quiet. I wanted to skip this. Why can't I skip this? Thought you could skip this by pressing the O button. Okay, well. Whatever. Okay. We are going to kill them. Fred and George, kill them. Kill all of them. Please get this skeleton away from me. If there's anything witch doctors cannot handle, it's physical combat with time. Are you summoning more creatures? Oh crap. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Fred, you know, George, you want to come over here? Come over here. I promise you, I'll promise you I'll replace you with Greg. I will go and summon a new dog, and I will adopt another one, and I will name him Greg, and then that way, you know, you will never get... Stop it. There you go. There you go. Good, George. All you have to do is threaten to replace him with Greg. Which, maybe, you know, eventually we'll have a third dog. And then we'll have George, we'll have Fred, and we'll have Greg. Die, please. Thank you. See, I told you. Courtesy first. You ask nicely, and the enemies will die. You can't just say die and expect them to die. You have to say please. Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Kane. I think that's enough for right now. I think I'm going to have to stop right here. Thank you for watching. Thank you, everybody who's put up with me rambling on. I'm sorry this video ran on a little long. But thank you so much for watching. Everybody have a wonderful day. And don't forget to like, comment, or just, you know, tell me what you think. Alright, everybody, have a great day.